welcome to another video on Giles Life of Cars, and you're joining me somewhere different today, and it's my first car meet of 2026 at the Motorist here near Leeds. It's a very cold and wet and windy January day, and I'm here for a Ford versus Vauxhall car meet, so just I'll come out whilst I can, but yep, I'll show you like the car. I've not actually come in my Focus today, as that's still off the road, but we'll start off the car that will come in here, so let's go. Right, so we've come in my parents' Mark 3.5 Focus here. I am insured on it, so I've driven it, but yeah, this is the car we've come in today. It's 2016 1 litre EcoBoost engine, or some call it the EcoBoom engine, but they've not had any issues with it, so but they've owned it for like I think about 7-8 years now, and they've not had any issues with it, and it drives really nicely. So this is the first time that my mum and dad's car's featuring on this channel, so I'm just going to give you a quick look round it first. So just unlock it first. I say it is still a fairly common car, the Mark 3 and 3.5 Focus, and so here's the inside. As you can tell, it's a bit more modern than my Focus here, obviously with the touch screen and the way the dashboard is laid out, but it's still a really nice and comfortable car. It's a Z-Tech with a this kind of cloth trim, leather steering wheel and 6-speed manual gearbox, and it's a generally really nice car to drive. I've driven it a few times and it's a really good car, so can't complain about it. So it's really nice, spacious, and it still has the Focus DNA of being a really nice car to drive. And it's the Mark III was the last Focus that had the control blade rear suspension. Excuse the noise, there's still cars coming in and going like all the time here at Motorist. So this Ford versus Vauxhall meet, I say it's, well, not looking the cleanest, I say but it's all looking really nice though, despite not being clean for a little while. But it's all really nice and good.
I don't really know it, but I know what.
Yeah, so 2016, see there, it's a really nice, good car to drive. So yeah, it carries on the Focus legacy. So that's my parents' Focus there that I've just shown you around. So we'll go have a look at some more cars that are here now. So let's go. So I'll just try and show you the cars that are interested in, that you might be interested in, and we'll start here with this Mark 1 Focus ST170 52 plate. Looking having a bit battle worn, I should say. But it's nice seeing it here and get out, and see we are on a bit of a muddy gravel here, so there is some dirt all along. But it's nice seeing it coming along here. See, Capri Blue, I think this colour is called. Correct me if I'm wrong with the comment down below. So it has a few battle scars here and there, but it's a survivor. It's still on the road at the moment, which is the main thing. Yeah, and say that's some of the common areas where rust comes along here on the rear arch as well. But yeah, I don't want to focus on the negative here. Just it's nice seeing it here. Yeah, ST7. So do these Xenon headlights. They haven't got the headlight washers. It's also been it hasn't got the badge on the front either. So right. It's also nice seeing a Mark II Focus come along here. It's a Mark II Focus ST, and I think this is ink blue. Correct me, it's either ink blue or it's not state blue. That have been discontinued by them, but I've got a feeling it's ink blue. So it does look really nice. See, I'm not the Mark II facelift. I thought was the better version of the Mark II. It's the pre-facelift looks a bit boring, whereas the facelift was a lot better, I think, anyway, personally. And just looks very nice. Again, it's all just dirt from like the dirty road and salt and all that, which can't be helped. And that's nice seeing that. And next one along, and this is my good friend Dave from the Mark I Preservation Club's car. His Ford Focus Silver, and there's obviously Neil's come along with, spoken briefly, and like just it's nice seeing this here. Yeah, it has featured on the Andrew's channel, usually fixing tinkering, where we've done previous meets up here before last year for the Mark I Preservation Club, and yes, decided to take it out here to give it a bit of a run. But it's going to be featuring on my channel here today. So he's got these lovely Recaro leather seats. They look sumptuous, and he's done a lot of work on this car, like to restore it and everything. It's, you can tell like it's all been really restored to a great level, and just looks fantastic in my view. It's the Ford Focus Silver is a limited edition like Mark I Focus that came out back 2001, 2002. It's in this machine silver paintwork. Just looks great. So it's done a lot of work to restore it, and like mechanically it's all really sorted. I mean, these wheels, I'm not a fan of the wheels, but they do look nice on this silver. They're not my personal choice, but I'm not criticising. So it's all really nice here. Please don't excuse the noise and everything. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Cheers. Yeah, it looks really nice. Yeah, skew that nose there, just trying to avoid bumping into people. I will ignore that. Not interested in jokes. And next one along, we're coming to this really nice Ford Puma. I think this is Colorado Red. It's either Colorado Red or Radiant Red. Correct me if I'm wrong on the comments below, but it does look. In fact, I'm just looking at the red S plate, so this will be Radiant Red. So about 1998. Yeah, I do like Pumas. They are really good look, fun little cars. So and next one along, come to another Mark III Focus. I say it's a Ford versus Vauxhall meet we're at here today. So ST. I think this would be. I think it's Panther Black. Or Shadow Black, I think it is rather. I think Panther Black. It's either Panther Black or Shadow Black. Colours are not my expertise, so I might get things wrong, which I do apologise for. So, but it looks really tidy here. These lovely leather ST seats, Recaro ST seats. Yeah, it does look really nice. Come to another Mark I Focus here. It's a bit more modified. It's not my cup of tea. I think this is Vitro. This colour, I know a bit more on the Mark I Focus colours, and Recaro cloth seats. Yeah, they've definitely modified it with the steering wheel and double din radio. Yeah, I've been missing the badge on the back, but Yeah, and that's where they tend to start going here, and in terms of the rust around the sills and the arches. You can see there, so that's bubbling away a little. But I've seen worse, put it that way. There's worse than that. Cars still coming in and going all the time, so. Just walk by these Mark II Ford car. See, I'm not an expert on the Mark II cars. My first car was a Mark I Ford car, the original. But I know my mate Alex in the Mark I Preservation Club, he has a Mark II Ford car. I say that they're based on the Fiat 500, but they do look like quite nice little runabouts. And I know if I a couple of, if I also Michael as well has also got a Mark II Ford car from the Mark I Preservation Club. There's a couple of people do so. Yeah, really nice. Oops. Yeah, Mark III Focus ST is rather bold yellow colour. Excuse me, I'm just going to have to rush through some of this because I'll zoom out a bit. Yeah, Mark 7 Fiesta, like the pre-facelift one. Yeah, the nice little cars, the Mark 7 Fiesta, the last good Fiesta, in my view. So, say these will be modern classics in the future. I mean, there's still loads about, but they are good little cars to drive. That's an automatic as well. This colour, I think this would be ink blue. It looks like it looks same as my Mark I Focus, so yeah, I think that would be ink blue. Yeah, there's going to be quite a lot of modified stuff. I mean, this one's probably not the worst of it. It's Mark 6 Fiesta. But yeah, I'm going to try and show more of the original stuff. So there's just so much here. There's a lot more people come today than I thought, and so this might be longer than I thought here. Just going to run down here. So come to another Mark II Focus here. It actually looks, the camera's actually showing it looks like a blue, but it's more of a aqua blue, but the camera's not showing it right. From what you can see on the camera, it looks like Capri blue, but it's not. I think it's a modified colour. I don't think it's an original Ford colour. Might be wrong. In fact, if you can leave a comment just saying what this colour is, well, you can't. It just looks blue on camera. But if you saw it in person, it's more of a aqua greeny blue rather than blue it's showing. And right next door to it is this rather lovely Mark IV Astra. I mean, I'm not an expert on Vauxhalls, but it's the Mark IV Astra. They used to be like everywhere on the road, and now, like the Mark I Focus, in fact probably even worse, they've all disappeared. There's probably less of the Astra on the road than there is on the Mark I Focus. But these were like the big main rivals at the time, and I can appreciate unmodified modern classic. There's this 2003 1.6 Astra 3-door. So you don't see many of these about now. I've just only got the occasional patina here and there, but I'm just trying not to focus on the bad stuff. So yeah, really nice. And then you've got a few more Mark IV Astra. See, like this Astra Coupe. I remember seeing these in the British touring cars in the early 2000s, and yeah, they were just dominant for like the 4 years, 2001 to 2004. But yeah, it's nice seeing this here, like these lovely leather seats. See, it's just a bit more of the standard dashboard that you tend to get in most cars compared with the Mark 1. The Mark 1 Focus, I should say, that had a bit more of a bold, adventurous design. This is more of the what you expected in most cars. So, but still, nice to see it's still about and on the road. Don't know the name of this colour, but you can certainly spot it a mile off. Same with the Vauxhall Astra convertibles. Again, these used to be everywhere and have all suddenly disappeared. Yep. One here's that with the roof off, being very brave. Right, with the okay, it's not raining at the moment, but it's cold and rather damp, and yeah, it does look. It does look nice. I'll just show you along down here. See, and then you have the Mark 5 Astras, like the coupe, the 3-door coupe versions. They're not to my cup of tea, but each their own, and they do look nice. See, I'm not an expert on the Vauxhall side of things, and yeah, Astra VXR. Some cars that are setting off for going, and yeah, I say there's a lot of the modified stuff here, like the obviously Mark 7 ST, obviously with the body kit of the spoiler, front wing and side skirts. For Puma, we'll talk about that. Vauxhall insignias. Vauxhall Corsa D. Say a lot of these I'm not experts on. The Mark 6 Fiesta ST. Another Vauxhall Astra VXR. Mark 2 RS. I forgot what the name of that blue was. It's fine. Hello. Mark 8 Fiesta. Well, a line of Mark 8 Fiestas and Mark 7s. I think they're all mainly STs. Right, so we come across here and we come across this lovely Mark 6 Escort Estate on an R plate. I mean, when was the last time you saw one of these? And can't remember what name of colour this is, but it's lovely seeing it out and about. And I say the Mark 6 Escort, it was better than the Mark 5, and it was a okay car, but it was like no patch on the Mark 1 Focus that replaced this. But it would. So it would be something I would be interested in driving, just to see the difference between the old Escort and the Mark 1 Focus. Let's say Mark 6 Escort Estate. And you thought the Mark 1 and 2 Mondeos were famous for the gaffer tape bumpers. But say, obviously this one also has it as well, but it can't be out, but it's just nice to see it survive and carry on and just still be on the road. Just looks a really nice practical car. These were like the workhorses of the Escort range, same as the Focus Estate was. So yeah, say if you can see the interior is a bit more of the standard plain design, but still nice to see. Again, another Vauxhall insignia. But I thought I'd show you this. I know it's not a Ford or Vauxhall, but Chrysler 300C. I think it's a diesel. Say, you don't see many of these about, that big, like quite large American boats, I call it. Say, I don't know much about this, but it's something different to see, so. Say, the styling is bold and all that, and I do quite like it, but it's, I say I wouldn't own one, but I appreciate it when it's out and about, so it's nice to see. And a Mark 6 Fiesta S in this bold yellow colour with a checkered flag up on the roof. Yeah, leather seats and all that, looks lovely on the inside. Yeah, looks great. I say Mark 6 Fiestas I think will be like the forgotten Fiesta. They won't be remembered as well as say the ones that came before, the Mark 5s, 4s and etc, and the Mark 7 that came after. These will be the forgotten version, which is a shame really. I mean, okay, it wasn't the best Fiesta, but they are still decent cars in my view. So right, we'll move on. I have come across this like gold coloured Mark 3 Mondeo Gear X diesel. I think this is on a Facebook page. I'm on like the Keeping Ford Standard. I'm pretty sure I've seen it on there. That interior looks lovely, the cream leather two-tone interior, beige bottom, and obviously the top being black, and the wood on, I think it's wood on the dashboard, can't tell from looking from here, but looks lovely, that cream interior, leather seats, and just this I forgot what the name of this is. Goldy colour. It's not Harvest Gold, that's a Mark 1 Focus colour. So you don't see many Mark 3 Mondeos in this spec at all. It's just nice seeing it out and about. So you do, it's wood on the steering wheel, you can see. Looks lovely, that. Electric mirrors. It's great. Let's have a look at the next bit. Just in more Mark II Focuses. That's ST59 plate, frozen white, I think this colour is. Cloth Recaro seats. It's definitely, that gear stick isn't standard. Golf ball seats. Golf ball gear stick, I should say. The steering wheel. There's Mark II ST next to it. Looks great. And at the end you've got like the modern Mustang 67 plate. Say, not an expert on Mustangs, but do appreciate them when they see them, and it does look nice on the inside. And say, I don't think I'll ever own one, but yeah, all nice there. I might as well show this for my good friend Brad, who owns a Subaru, like a couple of Imprezas across there. See, I'm not an expert on Subarus, but I do like them when they're out and about. Ignore that. So there's a lot of the modified stuff here. At the end here I've got another nice Mondeo Mark III. It's machined silver. This lovely red leather interior. 6-speed manual gearbox. see many ST220s about, so this is a really nice find to see one out and about here. I would love to drive one. Ah, that looks lovely though, that red leather seats. Still more cars coming in. There's a Mark 4 ST Owners Club. Just come across here and I thought I might as well show you this. I think Daihatsu YRV Turbo 130. I have no idea about this car, but it's definitely one I haven't seen before. It's bright yellow. Obviously, if you know more about this car, then please comment down below. But thank you for bringing this out, whoever owns this. Right. There's more, another Mark II ST here. Sorry, I know my camera work probably isn't the best, but yeah, the pre-facelift version with a few modifications. And it's main rival next door, the Astra VXR. Mark III Focus ST. I think Deep Impact Blue this is in. Yeah, again, ST leather seats. It's been wrapped on the bonnet and wings. Mark II Focus RS. Rather, I think it's Performance Blue. I think this is called. Just seat protectors. Move on from that. Don't know much on the VW group cars at Volkswagen or Seat. Again, there's like just loads of Mark 7 Fiesta STs and Astra 3 doors, VXRs, VW Scirocco. I mean, that's probably the one VW I do quite like, to be honest. It's kind of basically a Golf GTI in a 3-door, prettier 3-door body shell. It does look nice, that. Seen a few of these here, Vauxhall Novas. Say, don't see many of these about on the road. But when they do, you'd see them at events like this, like Ford versus Vauxhall events. So Nova SR. As I say, don't know much on the Vauxhall side of things here, but yeah, just looks really nice. That very late 80s, early 90s H plate, so that will be 92, 91, 92 I think. Next to this lovely Mark 1 Escort. Yeah, looks really nice, that. So I do like seeing the original Escorts about. I don't know much on them, so I can't really comment. This is one that you don't see around every day. Vauxhall Ute, I think it's called, like a Holden Ute, I should say. Maloo. I know these are like mainly from Australia, so Holden Ute, I should say. Yep, had it imported over here. Definitely don't see that. That's probably the first time I've ever seen one. Eyes are drawn to this lovely Mark III Vauxhall Astra from the red plate P. I think that's 96 or 97, 1.6. As I remember when these used to be around all over the place in the 2000s, and they've all disappeared. Looks really nice. nice and looks superb. And again, next to another Vauxhall Mark IV Vauxhall Astra van, basically in the state turned into a commercial van. Again, these were around a lot in the 2000s, and obviously these were the workhorses of the range and used by a lot of traders and everything. So nice seeing one still being survived and still about. Again, another Nova, in fact not Nova, is it a Nova Saloon? Opel Corsa it's badged at, but it would have been the Vauxhall Nova in the UK. But I say the first time, I can't remember seeing the last time I saw like Corsa Saloon. Off in the UK this would be known as the Nova. That looks really nice. I say, if you're watching, you know more on the Vauxhall side of things, then please comment and provide some information. Say I don't know much on this side of things. So there's like more Mark V Astras and 3 doors, that mini VXRs and everything. Or the Mark IV Astra 3 door. Just watching the traffic. Mark II RS, another Performance Blue. Mark III RS in this, well, the bright yellow colour. You can see this a mile off. So I can't remember what the name of this is. But it's nice seeing it here. Then another Mark VII ST. This one's a bit more unmodified, so I prefer things a bit more modified and more standard. Very nice. No, that Beamer, just don't know much on it. The Mark III Focus, our ST I think. 7 ST just going. Bit more modified Mark VII ST there. Audi of some sort. Modified Astra. Coming to a bit more Vauxhall corner. I don't know much on this. No, that's a Marie. It's Mark IV Mondeo here. Again, these are still fairly common on the roads, Mondeo Estate, but eventually these will all disappear. Titanium X, so this would be top of the range Mondeo, so it would have got everything. Oh, nice seeing it here. Right, yeah, and as you can see here, it's got so busy that they're parking on the field. I'll say a few years ago, brought my Mark I Focus here for a New Year's Day meet, and it got bogged down, and my mate Josh had to push me out onto firmer ground. Dear. Yeah, just if it weren't for him, would have been stuck. So I still thank him for rescuing me from there. Ignore that. Right, well, I thought I'd come over here next to show this lovely Sequinto batched as an Abarth. Sequinto Sporting. Michael Schumacher limited edition. Now this is a rarity. So I don't think I've ever seen one of these on the road. It's nice to see. Look at that. Well, I'll show you around the other side, but if you can see, zoom in. no airbags, we die like real men. I think the airbag with the, obviously with a modified steering wheel, so lovely to see. There's more up there, but it's a bit rather muddy and gravelly, and just have to be careful going up here. Mark 5 Mondeo. Know that. Alfa Romeo Giulia. I do quite like them, like modern Alphas. Probably even the modern Alphas I do like, so I'm not walking on the grass. So just have to show you the best I can. Ignore that Beamer. There's more Astras and Fiestas and Corsas. Mark 6 Fiesta ST. Original Mini J plate, so that'd be 92, I think. Lovely to see. So there's, I've just walked around since then. There's cars coming and going all the time. There's lovely Honda, not sure what that is, G plate 1990, and this has come since then. Seat Saloon, that's Metro Seat and the Owners Club. Toledo. So I don't know much on the VW Group cars or Seats, but it's nice seeing a Seat from this time survive. And it's here. Yeah, here's a Mark 4 Focus ST Owners Club here, so there's a lot of Mark 4 Focuses. I say I don't know as much on these, but obviously it's the last Focus they made, which is sad really. Obviously Ford now no longer making the Focus, so it's gone the way of the wind. Don't know as much on them, so I can't really see as much here. The engine mainly hidden under the beauty cover. Can't really comment to say, don't know as much on these as doing the Mark 1 Focus. There's more here, mixture of Fiestas and Focuses. Mark 6 Fiesta at the end, Mark 2, Mark 3 Focuses, Mark 2 Focus ST Mount Tune. Being run over and just people, it's just there's more people here than I expected there would be, so I wander down here. I think from what I've seen so far, there's been more Fords here than Vauxhalls, so the Fords do outnumber the Vauxhalls for definite. Then let's come to this lovely Mark IV Escort. G plates up at 1989, 1990. Lovely black kind of so typical late 80s, early 90s checked seats. 4-speed manual. Escort bonus. It's nice to see it survive and get still out and about. Just wondering, with the bonus, do you get on the bonus the rear wash wiper? Only joking. Yes, lovely, nice to see. Yeah, so Mark 7 Fiesta and Mark 2 Focus ST and Mark 7 Fiesta at the end. See, a lot of these have walked around and see a lot of the modified scene, and so of course I see. Again, they used to be everywhere and the numbers have been plummeting in recent years, and it's nice to see an unmodified, mainly unmodified example. I suspect the wheels have been repainted. Obviously, I've seen worse modified Corsairs than this. It's been de-wipered, as you can see. Vauxhall VXR8, Mustang. Right, so come down here, and then first thing we see is this race rally prepped Ford Puma. Oh, spent quite a bit of money on this, and obviously all the decals. That looks nice, that. Right, someone's gone full rally. The modified Mark 8 Fiesta. There's a few Mustangs here. So you don't know as much on these, but we'll come to this Mark II Escort RS. I think is it RS 2000 or 1800? I can't remember off the top of my head. RS 2000. Yeah, these are worth quite a lot of money, and seeing that brown interior, you can tell that's definitely 70s. That. Yeah, looks superb. That. Especially this paintwork just looks so Ford of old school. I've got another Vauxhall Nova at the end there, K plate, that's about 92, 93 I think, correct me if I'm wrong. Again, looks at unmodified, it's nice to see unmodified examples. Mustang. And we've got another Mark II Escort here. In this lovely blue. I'm not sure what the colour of this blue is called, but it looks great in this colour. And that looks a bit nice interior again. But I think it's another Escort 2000, RS 2000 I think. Yeah, another one. And it's next to this Ford Granada 2.8 Gear X. Again, it's nice seeing this out and about, so you don't see cars like this. It's a bit misted up with the cold January weather. Oh, but it's nice seeing this. Again, it's this lovely bodywork, this lovely blue. So next I thought I'd show you some of the cars that are inside the Motorist. So we're inside the Motorist now. I've got this lovely Riley here. I don't know what model it is. Presumably it's from 1948, seems up based on the number plate. And across here we've got this lovely Mark II Cortina they've got inside here. You can, that's a really 70s colour, this goldy brown colour. Strut lines aren't great on the bodywork, but it's nice seeing with this lovely vinyl roof and sunroof, and the wooden dashboard and brown interior. It's great. I think it's 1800 here. I think you can see it from over there. You probably can't see in the camera. I can't get it far enough. So. There's a few motorbikes as well, and over here, I'm not sure what it is, but it's obviously something from like the 1910s or 20s. Right, so that's all the cars I've seen here at the Motorist here at this Ford vs Vauxhall meet. So hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been a rather wet and cold January day. It'll be the first car meet of 2026, so I will leave that here. Everyone take care, stay safe, and bye.